Okay, today I'm doing something a little bit different. I'm partnering with Nordstrom to bring you a list of gift ideas for the women in your life that have really good taste. Somebody that you want to get something that's kind of extra special. And I've really curated this list. It's not things that I just saw and thought would be nice or look pretty. All of these things, including some candles, fragrances, and then I'm gonna show you a few other things that I have purchased lately, and then I'm gonna tell you what I've used on my hair. Oh, I don't know. I think I'm gonna save that for another video. I might list it down below, but I thought about doing a hair video when they asked me to collaborate with them, but I've just got too much to tell you in one video. So I think I might save that one, but I also have some new makeup that I just got. And I just placed an order today. So with Nordstrom, there's so many different directions I can go, but I remember last year I did this video and I got some really good stuff as far as like the candle sets, the burrito sets, things like that. Now is the time to either get some of those things for yourself, or if you have like an office person, like a office mate lady. I'm not doing men's in this video. So if you have a coworker or a best friend, your mom, your sister-in-law, someone who like really appreciates these things, I think these are the best. So let's see. I'm going to start with the Victoria Beckham hand lotion set. Her fragrances are like a fine wine. Like you can tell they are just a cut above. And I really enjoyed the hand fragrance set because you get every scent that she has. And they're just, to me, they give you all of the fragrance that you need, especially on the day to day. And they're just extra bougie, extra fabulous. I think everyone would love that. The Burrito, okay, I want to click on the pictures here. Burrito La Mason Bibliotech candle set. What I love about this is this would be good for your friend with good taste that is a reader or loves, this is going to be funny, but loves going to the library or the bookstore. Like my mom would be someone that I would classify as this. And it's because the scent is bibliotech and the scent is inspired by a bookstore, nice paper, a bookstore, and it comes with a wick trimmer. I bought a candle set a long time ago that came with a wick trimmer and I still use it. And that's just an extra little thing. Okay, this is something I cannot express enough how much I enjoy getting these every year. And a lot of times they will have unique scents and then of course their unique colors. And that is the Boy Smells candles. They are so good. I love them. I get these every year and I did order a set. So there's different price points. Like you can get one set for 98, you can get one set for 48, another set for 98. Okay, they're two different designs. These are also really good gifts. We don't do this as much as we used to, but before John retired, we would have a lot of Christmas parties to go to. And I always wanted to bring something with me for the hostess, and this is the kind of thing I would bring. And even if it's kind of like a if you know kind of gift, and even if they don't know, when they look it up, they'll see that it's a really nice little set. And the Boy Smells, they're extra cool too. Okay, the Laura Mercier Delicious Decadent 3-piece Amber Vanille. This would be perfect for a mother-in-law, a mom, a sister-in-law. This is a very, very comforting scent, and I think it's just universal. It would be good for everyone, but especially for those people that you might want to give something a little bit more subdued. They might like this, but it is such a good scent. I've had the whole fragrance set, and I know it's one of their best sellers because I remember when I used to go to the Laura Mercier counter back when we had one, and that was one of their best sellers, especially in the sets that come out for the holidays. Okay, this is something I think is so cool. This is a perfect thing for the cool girl in your life that loves fragrance. I have purchased these, gosh, since years ago when I got into fragrances. And what's cool about them is they just started being available at Nordstrom. It's the Montal Paris Viral Gourmand travel fragrance set, and it has like their best fragrances. And what's cool about these is they come in these little canister type things, and you have to pull the clip out, kind of like a hand grenade, before you can spray it. They're just really interesting. It would be a great gift. Let me see how much. Oh my gosh, yeah, 108. And that is such a good price because it has their best sellers. I know the cafe one is in here, the roses. You will love these, and they're just a super cool gift. Let's see. The Joe Malone London Countdown to the New Year collection gift set. What I love about this, I have to say, first of all, Joe Malone. That's kind of like Laura Mercier. That's going to be something you could give this as a secret Santa. I mean, this is going to be liked by a lot of people. It's very mainstream, but I love the packaging on this. I love the word lucky anyway. I love the whole checkerboard, and everyone loves Joe Malone. Okay, I was talking about Victoria Beckham fragrances. You can also get these little small purse size fragrances with her bougie little atomizer. And Portofino 97, I would say, gosh, they're all so good. There is just not a dud in the whole collection. I go back and forth between the yellow one and the white one for my favorites. But the Portofino, I think, is probably her most popular. It's the most mainstream. It's the creamiest. And people really love that one. I like them all, but I love niche fragrances. And I don't mind if it's a little bit strong or different. I remember when I first got just a sample of her fragrances, I had ordered something from her website. And it was before she launched these. And they had sprayed the paper. And I put that paper in my suitcase to try to make my clothes. That's a good idea. That is such a good idea for me to start doing, is maybe get some of those fragrance sachet things that you put in your drawer and put it in my suitcase. That way, maybe I can have that fragrance, but it not be so strong. Wow, let me know if you've ever done that. But just all of the scents are so good. And Victoria Beckham, I mean, so chic, cool, classy, just all the things. Barredo Mojave Ghost. That is one of their best sellers. So that is something. This is a little set with the body wash and the lotion. My favorite is Bal de Freak. That's what I get. And I just got out my shower gel because I had it left over from last year. Rosie Jane. This is for your friend or coworker, mother-in-law, sister-in-law, brother's girlfriend, nephew's girlfriend that might be into the more clean, vegan, maybe she's a yoga teacher, just that kind of person. You know what I'm talking about. Brooke is one of those, cruelty-free, all of that. But I love the Rosie Jane. I do. And I also love Fleur. That's another, I might have one of those in here, but this is the Rosie Jane Body and Hair Mist Trio, a $60 value, and it is $49. And it's just really pretty. I think you'll love it. The Hermes Twilly. This is my mom's favorite scent, the Hermes Twilly. I'm not as crazy about the other Hermes scents, but Twilly is more of your, I would say, everyday mainstream type fragrance that so many will like, but it's still Hermes and it's still really fancy. It has the little tie around it. This comes in a beautiful box and it's $168, and it comes with like the purse spray, looks like a body cream or a lotion, hand lotion, and the fragrance with the little, I mean, it's just very, very classy. I think you would love that. Another Byredo set with the Rose. Okay, Rose hand soap has been my favorite for a couple of years now. I have it in this bathroom, the bathroom downstairs, and I've already gone through one. I discovered it when I was at a fancy dinner with Colleen Rothschild, and they had it in the bathroom, and I've been hooked ever since. And they don't make it in the fragrance, just like the hand soap. It's more of that body line. Another Joe Malone London that is $40, and it looks like a little Christmas ornament. I wanted to bring you some different price points because, that would be something perfect to take to a get together, a girls' night, things like that. Back when my kids were small and I did have a lot of girls' nights, we would exchange Christmas ornaments sometimes, and we would do things like this and have like a price limit. Another Joe Malone set with candles. This again has that really beautiful packaging. The Nest New York little Christmas set. I think I mentioned this on my other like luxury gift ideas. This one just has the most just vintage looking New York old school glamour shopping design on it. And that's why I love it. It's people out shopping and they're dressed up, and it's got the decorative classic candle and the reed diffuser. Another beautiful gift. This is a Joe Malone with still the really pretty packaging. It's only $45. And let's see if I can read the scent here. It's a holiday favorites gift set, and I believe this is wood sage and sea salt. That is such a good go-to fragrance. It's actually, I was going to say universal, but it is, what am I trying to say? It's for men and women. I can't think of the word right now. But, and it's also, you know how Joe Malone, they started out with being able to layer their fragrances. A lot of times the wood sage and sea salt is a little too just, I don't know, sharp. It doesn't have enough creaminess in it for me, but it's good layered with other thing. Ginger Biscuit is one of their favorite holiday scents. The Diptyque set of 5 minis. I love this packaging. I wonder if I got this, but it has a kitty cat. And like, I don't know if it's probably not newspaper print on the front, but I love like newspaper print and print. I've always been into like journalism. Just, I mean, ever since I was young, I was in on newspaper, yearbook. I did my church's newsletter. I've always loved like things like that. And then it has the kitty cat on it with the Christmas decor. Very cool. The Prada Paradox set. That is a fragrance that is just so good to me. I used it when I went to one of the style conferences, and I used it as a scent memory, meaning I bought it new, didn't use it till I got there, and now I think of that time every time, and it is so good. And it has the classic Prada design, the triangle design on the thing. It's just, and it comes with the hand cream. It's a nice little set. There's actually 2 of them that I put here. Okay, the Mason Francis Kurkdjian Little Travel, or it's actually more of a trial set. I have purchased this before and I love it, especially for like yourself. If you're interested in fragrance and then you hear somebody talk about the Oud Satin Mood or some of the other very popular Kurkdjian scents, you know, Kirky is my favorite. It's my favorite. It's my favorite Kurkdjian scent. But I didn't see any. That's more of a, I don't know. It's just, to me, that and Joe Malone Raspberry Ripple, they're just fun, young, light, yet still sexy. But this one is all of the Kurkdjian scents, like as in all the good ones, like the Baccarat and all of those. Here's Floor, the Decadent scent, and it's the viral body mist layering set. This did go viral. It's the smoky and the skin and all of that. Le Labo. That is another one that would be good for your either really hip or your more natural gypsy types. Like I always call Brooke my little gypsy because she's always, since a child, been a little boho, free spirit, my little Chloe girl. And Le Labo has some really good famous scents like Santal. Of course, I'm going to draw a blank here. Very kind of earthy. I would say earthy. Joe Malone London, another little gift set. Diptyque, a gift set. I've purchased this one. This one's going to have your like Dosan. They're very good about putting good fragrances in there that aren't duds. I am not going to suggest one that has like one lame good one and 3 crazy ones. Okay, the Drie Van Noten set. Okay, I'm not an expert on this, but I just bought one of these fragrances and the lipsticks at Bergdorf when I was there. The colors of these bottles are just gorgeous. Every scent I tried, I got the Rose Carnivore, I believe. Every scent I tried was just beautiful. It was hard to even decide. So I feel really good about that one. Okay, so that's going to wrap it up for the fragrance and candle sets that I suggest. But I wanted to show you some more things. And by the way, my hair, I just curled it this morning, and I it's not that I love this style so much, but what I love is it looks like my old hair just cut off because I've gotten it in such good shape again. And I am going to share that with you soon, I promise. Okay, new things I ordered. Remember, I told you about this, the Armani Luminous Silk, and this is the color 6.5, and it is spot on. I put it on my hand this morning and I swatched it beside one of my other all-time favorites, which is the Ambient Shade 8, and then I just mixed them together and used them, but this may be even better as far as giving you a little bit of glow, and it's just a touch warmer. So if you're like me and you have forever been searching for the right shade in that, okay, this is something I wanted to share with you because when I got through with my makeup, I thought, gosh, it looked a little bit dry. I guess because it's, it's winter, or not winter, but is it still fall? Yeah, it's still fall here, but it's cooler. And I wanted to show you that our good old school Fix Plus now comes in a nice spray. And that is really cool to me because remember how the original Fix Plus really would just soak you down. Not that that was that bad, but sometimes it would put like a little spot on your face and almost remove your foundation. I really love how they've changed that. This is something they did away with this when it was in the red. It's the liner. And I always loved this. And they came back with it. And what's different about this than the roller liner, which I really love, this is more like your brush tip. And I love it. And wow, just so bougie. I love nice stuff. Speaking of, I got a new YSL blush. Just look how gorgeous even that packaging is. And the color is, it's the Make Me Blush, and it's number 23, and it's mauve something, and it is perfection. I've got it on today. It's one of those colors that I love that are just, it's color, cheeks, but not too bright. I just don't like anything too bright because it's kind of like a red lip to me. It's just too much for me and how I don't know, like how I feel comfortable. And then this is something I bought a while ago, but just talking about beautiful and the packaging, this Dolce & Gabbana eye palette. And it is just, I put it on my dresser so that I can see it with my jewelry. It is just beautiful, and it is really a good palette. If you like cool tones, that color right there is just gorgeous. Matter of fact, I need to use it more. Today I used one that I don't use a lot, but it's the NARS Kerrang palette, and that's really pretty too. And then, you guys, I told you about these. Okay, look at these first before I tell you. Look how fabulous these are. Remember how much I told you if you get the ones that have a suede top, how comfortable they are because they're so soft, kind of like the Prada ones that I've shown you. These are the Steve Madden. I love them. I'm so excited that I get to bring these to you. This is the Steve Madden true to size in the chocolate suede. So I am going to wear these today. I'm working on a cool girl fashion video, and I feel like these are the ultimate cool girl fashion piece if I've ever seen it. And they're classic. Like what was that little thing I saw on Pinterest? Cool girls wear loafers. That's how I feel. They're the cool girls sneaker, and I love them. And I'm going to get Brooke some. She loves them too. Wow, I'm kind of like chocolate on chocolate here. So I hope that you got some ideas. I hope you enjoyed this. And I will put everything I used in my hair and my dry bar wand down below, just so you know. But there's so much more to that I want to add. And anything else, I always feel like I have so much to say. And then as soon as I click that camera off, I'll remember it. But always read down in my notes. And thank you to Nordstrom for sponsoring me for this video. Thank you to you for making that possible. And I'll see you in the next video. Bye-bye.